Okay, now we're going to talk about woody critters like parsnips and beets. They are also cool weather plants, and I'm not planting parsnips, but I'm planting beets. Everything I say about beets you can apply to parsnips as well. The biggest thing one of the biggest problems with woody critters is germination, because they have a hard time breaking out of that woody shell that their seeds are in. I'm going to show you. This is what beet seeds look like. Okay, now we're going to help these little guys along. I'm going to show you a trick to help them further along. We are going to soak these guys, and you'll want to soak them overnight or no longer than 24 hours. Okay, got 2 cups warm water. We're gonna pour that right in there. Okay, to help break through their woody outside, we're gonna use vinegar. Now this remedy is not mine. A cup of vinegar. Don't worry, I'll have the recipe in the description. Okay, that goes in as well. I will have the recipe in the description. And we're going to have 4 tablespoons of the duck dish soap. Okay. Now, this remedy is not mine, and I can't even tell you where I learned it. But I know I used to watch a lot of late night TV with my babies. And I think it was a guy on late night PBS, but I can't find his name. So, if you know his name, this is his recipe, okay? Now, I'm just gonna take that in the house, in the kitchen, and let it sit on the counter for overnight. And I will meet you back here tomorrow morning. Okay, so we have been 24 hours with our little beets and our amazing little juice. And what we're going to do here is we are going to get a strainer and just strain them out. Now, can you see what a difference, how they plumped up? Now, hopefully that will have broken down their outer woody shell, and now they will be ready to germinate. So I have a question for you folks. When it comes to beets, is it heads or tails? For me, I like bottoms, okay? I could eat beet greens if it was a survival situation. I could plug my nose and get them down, but I am not a big beet green fan. So I'm planting them for bottoms. If you like the tops, we will talk about that after I tell you what I'm going to do for bottoms. Now, this applies for parsnips as well. So, if you plant parsnips and you plant beets, and all of your plant's energy goes into its top, your soil has too much nitrogen. Now, this is my case last year. I had too much nitrogen, so to fix it this year, we've bought some phosphate. Bone meal will work just as well. How do you know what is high in phosphate? Phosphate, when you look at numbers, it's the middle one. This one's definitely high, and it has no nitrogen, which, if I want bottoms, I don't want any nitrogen. To that end, when I told you about row prep and we talked about nitrogen fixation, I have not prepped my row with cans because I don't want to overly promote nitrogen. It's very full of nitrogen anyway, and I want to eat the bottoms of these little plants. Now, if you want to eat tops, you need to find something high in nitrogen and feed them. You're also going to want to sow them as close together as possible. So to apply this, we just simply read the instructions. Okay, we're going to do probably 1.5 ounces for every 10 square feet. Okay, so that's 3 tablespoons for every 10 square feet of my row, okay? I'm going to dig the row down a little bit. I'm going to sprinkle this in there, okay? And then I am going to sow these seeds. Now, I could go along and I could measure 1 every 2 to 4 inches, or I can just make sure they're spread out nice and evenly as I possibly can get over this row. If, like I said, if you want tops only, if you're only, no judgment here, but that's weird. If you want tops only, sow them close together, okay? And as soon as they come up, you're gonna wanna trim them off rather than pull them up. And that, my friends, is beets.